No problem.
I would like to take appearances for the record, starting with the Debtors Council, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. It's Jeff Jonas from Barnes Rudnick on behalf of the debtor.
Good afternoon. And counsel for PAX?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. It's Peter Friedman from Albany and Myers. I see Mr. Sarnoff and Mr. Burney from Robinson Cole joining me.
Good afternoon. And counsel for the Creditors Committee?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Herb Goldman, Pullman and Conley, representing the Creditors Committee.
And counsel for the creditors, Rue Ma, and two other creditors. I just don't have it in front of me. I'm sorry. You are on mute, Attorney Mayhew.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sorry about that. Good afternoon, Kristen Mayhew, McElroy, Deutsch, Mulaney, and Carpenter on behalf of creditors Rue Ma, Weeka Meng, and Zhang Wu.
Good afternoon. And counsel for the Office of the United States Trustee?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Holly Claiborne for the U.S. Trustee.
Good afternoon. Is there anyone's appearance I didn't take and that needs to be noted for the record?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jay Woolman of Brandeis Legal Group for creditor Logan Chang.
You know, I'm sorry, Mr. Woolman. On the video, I can't see everyone at the same time, so I didn't see you. I apologize. Is there anyone else that would like to note their appearance for the record? Okay, then I will turn, this is a continued hearing from yesterday with regard to the status of the appointment of a Chapter 11 trustee in this matter. And I know, Attorney Claiborne, you told me yesterday that it was not likely there'd be any progress with regard to the appointment of a Chapter 11 trustee, a successor trustee. I didn't look at the docket, but I believe nothing's been filed, so I would just ask you to provide a report to the court on where things stand.
Thank you, Your Honor. Preliminarily, I wanted to circle back to a topic we discussed yesterday, and I want to respond to some of the concerns that the court raised with respect to the absence of information on the docket about the conflict that caused the withdrawal of the notice of appointment for Mr. Whiteley. We hear the court. We wanted to let the court know that there is a continuing duty and obligation on the part of every trustee to continue to search out and disclose conflicts that may come to light. And that's exactly what happened in this particular case. What was uncovered was a connection to Bravo Luck that prompted the U.S. trustee and the trustee to reach a consensus that the trustee should not stay in place and that we should address the situation. And so, having not encountered that particular series of events before, the determination was made that the best way to handle it at that time was to do a withdrawal of the application to avoid the court's approval of that candidate. And we wanted to avoid creating further problems. Turning to where we are now, since yesterday, we have been in communications with PAX and with the committee and with other creditors. We are also in constant communication right now with two trustee candidates. There are ongoing efforts to complete conflicts checks, and the current hope and intention of the U.S. trustee is to appoint a trustee tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, and I thank you for the explanation of everything that you noted on the record today. With regard to tomorrow, would you then be filing your notice of appointment and application that you filed similarly with regard to the candidate that accepted the appointment last week?
Yes, Your Honor, it would do the same process.
So the hope is that you would be able to accomplish that tomorrow?
That is the current hope.
Okay. And if that's accomplished, then I would suggest that we have a hearing on Friday and get the trustee appointed immediately. Does anyone have any concern about that, assuming the United States Trustee's Office is able to finalize what it needs to finalize and then file on the docket the notice of appointment and the application for approval? Okay, the hearing on Friday, I would argue, but I'm happy to hear other perspectives. Does not need to be in person because I believe, although if anyone disagrees, I'd like you to voice the disagreement now, that it would be somewhat perfunctory in that what the United States Trustee's Office is asking for and what, although the rules aren't well written, you could argue the rule says is necessary, is another order approving the appointment of the specific person, aside from the fact that it's already been ordered to be appointed. So I think it would be somewhat perfunctory. And I agree with Attorney Claiborne that every trustee and professional has ongoing obligations with regard to conflicts and other issues, no matter what chapter of the code they're serving under. And if there was some reason why any party in the case felt there was a problem with the trustee, that they'd have to either vocalize it at the hearing on Friday and or file a subsequent motion under the applicable sections of the bankruptcy code and the rules. So that I see that there's no sense to delay this once there is the appointment process from the United States Trustee's Office is complete. Does anyone wish to be heard on that issue? Okay. Then Attorney Claiborne, what I will ask the courtroom deputy to do is to let me know as soon as possible when someone sees, if something's filed tomorrow, then if it's seen, then we'll schedule a hearing to be held on Friday on that. I don't know what time yet, because obviously you may need part of the day tomorrow to complete your process. And then if it doesn't get completed till Friday, then with any hearing on Monday would be remote as well. But that's when the hearing will be. I mean, we can't, the passage of time is not beneficial from the court's perspective. I don't know about anybody else, but we need to have the trustee in place and functioning as soon as possible. Anyone else wish to be heard on any issues this afternoon? The one thing I will note, I think today is the last day to file any changes to the errata sheet of prior hearings, including, I think, the May 25th hearing. So if anybody has any changes, if they don't get filed today, then I'm going to enter an order, probably Mr. Friedman, because you ordered the official transcript, I think. I'd have to go back and review that, to have your office communicate, deliver the errata sheet to the reporter so that the transcript can be corrected.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, then we will thank you for the update.
I believe we will be.
Go ahead, Attorney Friedman.
Your Honor, Speaker, I believe we will be filing some brief errata this afternoon.
Okay. All right, thank you. Then we will see what happens over the course of the day tomorrow. And if something is filed tomorrow, we'll have a hearing on Friday. And if something isn't filed until Friday, we'll have a hearing on Monday. If nothing is filed between now and Friday, then we still might have a hearing on Monday, because we need to have the court's order have the impact and effect it's intended to have. So, hearing nothing further from anyone, if there is a hearing scheduled, I'm looking to the courtroom deputy now, would we provide the information to all the council about the hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so because it will be remote, we'll provide all that information to you. Okay? All right, then I think that concludes the hearing in the Kwok matter today, and we have no further hearings today, so court is adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Thank you.